Dark and Blizzard don't go well together. Okay, thank you, chat. Thank you. You would get one guide so often? In school, like by the kids? I don't think so. No, I don't think you'd catch me getting one guide by the kids. Now, dealing with the parents, I don't really know anything about that. If you give me a second, I got how much stone? I got 5 stone. Give me a gunsmith. Scaffold place. Send workers to bounce on the scaffold to complete the building. What the fuck? You're trolling me? All characters gain bonus endurance. Oh, well, this should be easy, bro. Are you allowed to argue with the parents if you're a teacher? I mean, I think you used to be able to. I'm not sure about it anymore, to be honest with you. I think for now, let's build and link. That's why, like, if I'm being honest with you, which I try to be, I kind of just trust my daughter's teachers. Like, I don't know if you have kids, you might be able to relate to this if your school system's kind of similar to what we got going on over here. But like, when I was a kid, and I'm not saying this is the right way, but when I was a kid, you went to school, you came home, your mom said, "What'd you learn in school today?" You said, "Fucking nothing." And then you went on with your life. And your parents got an update on your progress maybe 2 times a year at parent-teacher assemblies, which, especially as you got older, you got nervous as fuck for. Or maybe if you really fucked up, they would call home. But now that my daughter's in school, she's in kindergarten, essentially, and I get like all these emails. Here's the updates with what's happening today. Here's a progress report on this and this and this. And if I'm being honest with you, I know Kate looks at them, which is good, because that gives me the luxury to say what I'm about to say. I don't open them. And the reason I don't open them is because I'm not like a teacher. I'm not a teacher. You're the teacher, so I feel like you know what you're doing. You got hired for a reason. You're a pro at teaching the kids. You're a pro at managing the kids. All I could do by opening it up is fuck the whole process up. I'll look at it and be like, whoa, I was a little bit concerned about her penmanship on the work that she did today. Have you looked at the method of penmanship that they've been teaching about in the periodicals lately? I'm not like that. I'm like, I trust that you are doing what you think is best, because I mostly think the best of people, and I'll send you on your way. Financial advisor, I really like my financial advisor. That's a different situation. He will try to sell you mutual funds because they have an incentive-based pay structure. And then I say, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to keep buying these Vanguard ETFs. And he goes, that's sensible. But for teaching, I'm gonna let him cook. You were a teacher? Yeah, but I didn't know what I was doing. They hired me because I had an unaccented grasp of English fluency and had an undergraduate degree in biology, man. Like, let's be honest, it's more like a glorified babysitter than anything else. What are they then? Wow, that's their business, quite frankly. It's not for me. I don't go into my doctor's office and go, "Hey, what's Wegovy all about?" I go into my doctor's office and she goes, "What are you doing here? You're a 36-year-old man. We're not fucking with you, bro. Get the fuck out of here." Whoa, diet soda, tau protein tangles, rising rates of colorectal cancer among millennials of a certain age. Get the fuck out of here. I don't want to see you till you're 52 years old. Then I fucking guarantee, when I'm 52, I'm going to walk in there and she's going to be like, "Your shit is fucked. Why didn't you say anything? Why didn't you fucking say anything? Oh my God, it's too late. You're done. You're done, man. You're done." Oh, wait. It says here you're not 52, you're 49. Get the fuck out of here, bro. We don't want to see you. We don't want to see you yet. Come back in 3 years, bitch. I don't want to heal. I don't want to take damage. Nah, they're kind of chill. I have the trauma from the Salmonella Campylobacter before. I was telling Kate, I was like, I remember when I went to the emergency room for like the 3rd time, and they were like, why are you here? And I was like, oh, I have diarrhea 12 times a day, and I have for a month, and I feel like I'm dying. And they're like, oh, okay, maybe we'll get you an IV. And then my body sucked up the IV in like 3 seconds, and the nurse went, wow, you must have been feeling pretty bad, huh? Motherfucker. He's just making conversation, but it wasn't the time, man. It wasn't. Of course I was feeling bad. That's why I was there, bro. I don't know. I would re-roll me. Give me something. Give me lightning. Lightning and the thunder. No, wait. Actually, feather's pretty good, I think. It's so fucked up that it's food poisoning too, because it was really, really bad. But whenever I tell people it's food poisoning, they're always like, "Oh, I had that once." Fuck you, man. That's true. At Vancouver emergency rooms, they do see people way more fucked up than me. That's true. That being said, I don't know if to put it in Darkest Dungeon terms. I don't know if I was on death's door, but. They moved me out of position 2, let's put it that way. The gamer had moved me out of position 2 to position 4 to try to... Unfortunately, the occultist had hit several low rolls on the heel. I was in a tight spot. At least they didn't tell you to play Tetris. That's true. I'm looking at my phone all the time too, because like today's the 16th of October, right? I don't want a fusion. I want evolutions. Maybe I'm a fool. I know I have a dentist appointment. The dentist loves to see you when you're 36, by the way. That's why I'm fucking with my dentist and more than I'm fucking with my doctor. Because the dentist can't get enough of me, bro. She's like, oh, you should come back, more often. Yeah, you should. Maybe it's because my teeth are kind of fucked up. She sees it as a payday. Which is fair. I need some more of the mouthwash that they sold me. The doctor's not fucking with me at all. But anyway, I have a dentist appointment sometime this month, but I don't know when it is, so I keep looking at my phone waiting to receive a call that's like, hey, your appointment's 30 minutes ago. I don't know, man. Surely they'll tell me. Surely one day they'll tell me. I did see, by the way, this comment almost unlocked me out of the story, which probably would have been better, but... said, is death by snoo snoo the most Reddit comment ever? The answer is no, but it's yes if it's followed by someone posting the gif of Katniss Everdeen saying, I volunteer. It's pretty close. It's up there, yeah. Up there is a good way to describe that. If someone replies with the I volunteer, fuck it, let it fly. What about Futurama gifs? I would say most Reddit Futurama gif is shut up and take my money. This is not a gif, but most Reddit wholesome Corkchungus Futurama comment is with blackjack and hookers. Putting with blackjack and hookers at the end of every sentence. Let's make our own subreddit with blackjack and hookers. Reddit API changes, we'll make our own Reddit. And then the next comment, With blackjack and hookers. Come on, man. We're past this. We moved past this. I want crit chance when I hit enemies in the fight. What about I don't want to live on this planet anymore? I think there's some situations where that's appropriate, but sometimes people will be posting that shit for like celebrity news or something. And I'm like, you could just turn your phone off, man. You don't need to like go move to Jupiter or something just because you don't like some shit that Sydney Sweeney did. You could just like not read like celebrity gossip, I guess. Or the Watchmen panel. Okay, yeah, I forget what Rorschach says. Like, this man are sick. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about. Any new subreddits you're enjoying? Haters will say it's fake. I ain't been on the Reddits, man. Hey, YouTubes. Today we're gonna have a little disorganized fun. Remember that? Let's stick with fission. Yeah. Okay, it's Ronald Jenkins, but Richard Jenkins is kind of crazy. That's one of America's finest character actors right there. Richard Jenkins. I'm not here as a representative of hard bodies type shit. Oh, YouTubes. What are we talking about? Yeah, I don't know. I'm not. I mean, I've been reading the digital version of the Globe and Mail, bro. I've been reading Defected. Do I really want to fuse? None of these are evolved. I don't think we should fuse. Oh, I have to fuse. We should fuse an evolved with a non-evolved. Don't fuse two non-evolves, because then that takes away one more evolution. This makes sense to me. Dark laser, vampire laser. I would roll again. Bleed ball. I'll take a bleed ball. You ever be in the college football game threads? Nah, I just like, now that I used to be in sports game threads, but then I bought the sports package, so now I just watch the game. Which I find it's preferable for me, at least. Sports are kind of awesome, to be honest with you. I know I've been beating that drum for a while. I'm not the first guy to say it. +2. It's just kind of like, you know, it's nice to not have to be like, I wonder what I should watch. And instead you could just be like, oh, the baseball game's in its 6th inning. I'll turn that on for a bit. And then you sit down and you hear like, can you come help me for a second? And you're like, yes, absolutely no problem. Because I don't really care that much about the thing that I'm watching right now. It's kind of, it's like the perfect second monitor entertainment. Yeah, you're saying takes one to know one, and I'm agreeing with you, man. I'm agreeing with you. How is that better than watching shorts? Because it doesn't cook your attention span because sports are long as fuck? YouTube sports might save the culture, man. YouTube shorts are destroying the psyche. You can get wind bleed. We got a ghost in here. Let's try it, man. Like, the problem is, I always feel like YouTube shorts, and short form content in general, which I don't make it, but I do post it. Try this one out. The problem is they try to give you the juice without the squeeze. But the juice without the squeeze doesn't taste as sweet, man. You gotta do the squeeze to appreciate the juice. You can't get, well, I shouldn't say can't, because can't is not the right word. You can just type in 2025 best home runs as a non-baseball fan and see a bunch of home runs, okay? But the home runs don't hit as hard if you haven't watched the dude hitting the homer strike out like 7 times in the last 2 games. You get when you get the sour and the sweet, it's better content. If you try, like the types of people who are like, I don't watch movies, I just watch like movie summaries on YouTube. I'm like, well, I mean, honestly, you should just cut out the middleman at this point and just read the synopsis of every single movie ever made on Wikipedia, because it's not like you've enhanced your life by knowing the plot of like 1,000 different movies without having gone through the quote-unquote work of having watched the movies. You just have a list of like some fake shit that happened in your brain. That doesn't mean anything. What do you think about the movie? Oh, stuff happened. Yeah, I know, but what did you think about it, bro? We're put on this earth to converse with one another. This build rips. Am I doing well? Just so you know, whenever I do well in a video game while I'm on my high horse, to me that's like a sign from the Almighty that I'm on the one true path, and everything I just said is true. So that's pretty big for me. Fusion? We don't want a fusion, we want an evolution. We all want to change the fucking world. Some shit like that. He was kind of cooking on Happiness is a Warm Gun, though. The other thing, and I hear it twice a week because it's on the Peloton playlist. I always think about what it must have been like for John Lennon when he wrote Happiness is a Warm Gun, because the song starts really strong. She's not a girl who misses much, and you're like, okay, John, great start. I'm getting the metaphor already. Come on, you got me vulnerable. Now hit me with something right to the core. Do. Oh yeah, you motherfucker. You didn't know what the fuck you were talking about, bro. Like, oh, you don't have another line to go after that? The second line of the song is do. Oh yeah. She's well acquainted with the touch of the velvet hand, like a lizard on a window pane. See, that's fucking imagery, bro. That's a great fucking line. Where was that shit when you said do? Oh yeah. She's well acquainted with the touch of the velvet hand, like a lizard on a window pane. Ooh. Starting to think that those Beatles boys kind of knew what they were doing in the songwriting department. What's the velvet hand? It's the glove you wear on your hand when you're about to shoot a gun, I guess. Or as the TikTok safe version, happiness is a warm, yes it is, fun. Could go hard, though, if there was like a bakery that had a lot of money to pay the estate of John Lennon. Good song, though. We don't have that much AoE, do we? We have laser AoE. That's about it. Is wind AoE? Happiness is a warm gym. Could be onto something. Could be onto something there. I'm re-rolling. Once. I'm spending all of my gold on re-rolls. Balls that hit flaming enemies light on fire and deal more bonus fire damage. It's just kind of like a chill sound effect kind of vibe going on here. I was also thinking of I don't know if it's Gen Z at this point. I don't know when we make the crossover from using Gen Z as the automatic generation to Gen Alpha. But let's just for now, and if you're Gen Z, which you probably are, don't get mad. Gen Z Pearl Jam, and it would be like, I'm still not unalive. Oh yeah, I'm still not unalive. You know, you kind of do it yourself from there. I'm not saying it's the best bit I've ever come up with. Where's my balls? Dude, where's my balls? Dude. Where's my balls? Chibley, that you don't have to answer this. It's kind of a fucked up thing to spring on someone. You ever have that happen? Does that happen in New Zealand, or is there like a humidity difference? Sometimes your balls disappear into your abdomen a little bit. And you gotta kind of like... I mean, they fall out, but you kind of gotta like move a little bit to make it happen. Yes, man. Nobody's talking about this fucking shit, man. Nobody's talking about this shit. Fall out? Well, they kind of like tumble out of your abdomen, because that's not where your balls are supposed to be. But they have like, they kind of got like a, I don't even know what you call it, like a back door that they can use to get up in there. They got like a ventilation ducts. Tumble is crazy. What would you use as a word for something falling down in an uncontrolled fashion that's a little goofy? I think tumble is the most perfect word you could possibly use for that. The only thing that makes them not tumble is the fact that they're also held by the epididymis, right? But then, like, at that point, that we're getting way too specific with the verbiage. Oh, shut the fuck up. You're not well acquainted with the touch of the velvet hand like a lizard on a motherfucking window pane. I can now upgrade the pit lift. How about that? Cool. I would much rather collect 2 stone each bounce. Abbey Road or Revolver? Both amazing albums. The older I get, the more I prefer Abbey Road. At least up to this point. You've obtained a gear to upgrade the lift. Okay. See if I care, bro. When do you listen to music? Peloton, I'm afraid. When I'm training Tokai Teo. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Oh, yeah. Let's link and build. Give me a second here. I'm thinking we want to throw some V's on it. They won't let me build any more rocks, Chibley. They won't let me build any more rocks. I was CM yesterday. Platinum title holder. You're speaking to a platinum title holder, I'm afraid. It's true. If you don't believe it's true, ask someone in the Umamasume part of the Discord that has me on their friends list. You'll see my title. You'll see my title. I feel bad, particularly for Kate, but also for everybody in the same boat, that like min-maxes the training. Because like at the end of the day, all it does is give you a better chance. Damn, you're right. I'm never building this shit, huh? Yeah, that's got to come out of here. But at the end of the day, like the number one most bullish thing, and to be fair, it's out of your control, but the number one most bullish thing is to just be matched against plumbers and accountants in the finals. I trained pretty hard for the Gemini Cup, and then I came second in the finals, even though my team was better than the horse that I lost to. And then I said, well, I'm not doing that again. So for this cup, I didn't really worry about it all that much. Every time I showed a horse to the Discord, oh, it doesn't have groundwork. Oh, it doesn't have groundwork. Oh, it's got, oh, yeah, no, the stats are really good and the skills are awesome, but it would be nice if it had S turf and S mile. Okay? But at the end of the day, I said, fuck it. I ain't got the kind of time, I ain't got the carrot juice or whatever to keep doing runs like this, just hoping that 900 different data points all point in the same direction, okay? So I just said, whatever. We'll play the game and whatever happens, happens. And then I got matched against plumbers and accountants, and I won because I'm the best player of the game of all time. So my advice is, if you enjoy the grind and the min-max, then keep it up. Play the game however is fun for you. But if you're getting stressed out and tilted over the fact that you lost the CM finals even though you min-max, luck's the name of the game. It sounds like you should be playing Badok. Sounds like you should be playing Go or chess or something like that. That's why I don't play those games. I prefer a game that has a little bit of luck because I'm rarely the best dude at the table. Or Mahjong? Hell of a game. I'm on a fucking heater in Mahjong.